Welcome to my LGBT history programs. Today's video is going to talk about how it was illegal to be LGBT in armed forces. And I've got Liz who's talking about when she lost her job due to being outed in the 80s and how much it devastated her and what was involved relating to her being having to lose her job because of her being a lesbian. So I'll leave that here and let her talk for you.
I joined the Air Force, you see, to have a career, not to find women. But I found two in the whole time that I was in. And I had relationships with them, but dear God, we had to be secret. Absolutely. As it happens, I would have made my entire career would have been in the Air Force, but I was chucked out because the first one that I went out with was caught and spilled the beans. Lovely. She gave the name of every woman that she'd had a relationship with. Thanks for that. How stupid. I was working my way up, it felt like almost every other month I was ripping one lot off and sewing another lot on, rank, because I loved what I was doing. I was a medic and I loved what I was doing. I was good at my job. It's not any sort of bragging. I was good at my job because I cared about it. I really loved it. And so I took time and trouble so that even when I was off duty, I always made sure to tell the others, I'm going to be in the Cambrian at the disco tonight, but I'm there if you want me. That's where I am if I'm needed. I was always on duty, really, because I cared about it. And I was so angry when they said, right, that's it, you're out. I thought, oh, thanks for that. Yeah, thank you so much. After all I've given you, yeah. And now, all these years later, it makes me want to go back and kick them where it hurts, really, because now it doesn't matter. And you want to say to them, so what was all that for then? Happy now?
So Stonewall did help spearhead this, and from their website, so I'm going to read it. They're responding to the government's decision to compensate LGBTQ plus veterans. Kat Dixon, chair of Stonewall, said, today, nearly 25 years since the ban was lifted, LGBTQ plus veterans whose military careers were ruined because of their sexual identity are finally receiving the justice they deserve for the appalling abuse and discrimination they faced while serving their country. So many LGBTQ plus veterans were imprisoned, experienced corrective violence and lived with the stain of criminal convictions because of who they loved. Although long awaited, we are pleased the government has finally provided some compensation for the shame and humiliation we experienced during our military careers when we were simply trying to serve our country. Now you're able to get some compensation right up to about £70,000. So if you were part of that era between 1967 and 2000, get your claim in. I'm sure £70,000 would go very well for anybody, and I'm sorry you went through that. So this is from us saying thank you very much for your service, and keep in touch with my LGBT history programs. Thank you.
Contact gov.uk website. Veterans of the Git Band Financial Recognition Scheme.